Hey YouTube, this is Dana from NexGen. Today, we are spotlighting Organize You Now. Organize You Now is a service-disabled, veteran, woman-owned small business providing professional organizing services to the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Area. Additional information on Organize You Now is provided in the description below. Founder and Generation X cohort, Ms. Darnelle Brown, sat down with NexGen to discuss how Organize You Now is an integral part of environmental wellness. Thank you for your service, Ms. Brown, and we appreciate you doing this Zoom call with us.
Good afternoon, Ms. Dana. Thank you very much for having me.
Now, what is environmental wellness and why is it important?
So for me, environmental wellness can be summed up in just a couple of words. For me, it's your care and respect for your inner and outer surroundings. Your inner surroundings being your home and your workspaces, your outer surroundings. As soon as you step outside of your home, it's the environment around you. A couple of examples could be, practice recycling, avoid littering, being mindful of waste, and of course, one of the big ones, conserve energy.
Thank you. What got you interested in organizing services?
Organizing services started for me actually when I was young. I was raised from birth by my grandparents, so I was able to see firsthand the lives of my grandparents go from vibrant, because we were born in New York. My grandmother was a nurse. Shout out to the nurses. And so I watched their lives go from, vibrant and full of energy. And as they, got older, that it decreased. It began to decrease. And so in that, I began to see how much work help that they needed inside the home.
Okay. Who are Organize You Now's clientele?
So my focus right now has always been mature adults. Again, in paying homage to my grandparents.
Okay, what services does Organize You Now offer?
Organize You Now, we do professional organizing services, anything inside your home, your kitchens, bathrooms, closets are huge, and basements. We also do transitional life planning. Transitional life planning, sometimes it's a hard subject, but it is definitely one that is needed. We help the families with pre-funeral planning. We also assist with post-funeral organizing services of their homes. We also do a business launch package. Business launch package are for individuals that may want to become, start a new business, become an entrepreneur. There are certain steps you should take before you go out and just launch your business.
Okay, well, let me go back to home organization. So basically what you're telling me is for home organization, you basically gave me the scope and that most of your clientele are the mature clientele in homage
Yes.
to your grandparents. And then you talked about transitional life planning. And I know for some people that can be very difficult. So having someone like Organize You Now, I think will be beneficial because in a time of bereavement, there's going to be some challenges. So what your company does is you offer it before they get to the stage where they're more into their emotions than anything else and they kind of don't know what to do.
Exactly. That is exactly, that's exactly the point or exactly the process. We try to start early. It also allows the family to come together and become an agreement now, while they have the family member there. And they can help with the obituary. A lot of people like to pre-plan their obituary. We help to organize those important documents that you really need at a moment's notice. Your insurance insurance papers, policy numbers. You definitely want to make sure you have those in hand or at least know where they are. So we help the family put together that packet of information. And again, we work with the family afterwards because now they can use this information post funeral to take care of those final affairs. But it's a much streamless process because they started early.
Okay. I guess also passwords are very important too.
Yes, passwords are definitely because a lot of times when you call, if you are not the account holder, they will not provide you access.
Right. What I was talking about is some people they have passwords on their important information. So unless the person that's supposed to have it, they don't if they don't have the password, they can't get into it. So I guess Organize You Now kind of lets them know, hey, you've got to let the person that you want to take care of your um, whether you have are going to pass on or you're incapacitated, you want to let people know, hey, this is the password so that they can get into it.
Exactly.
Okay. So you gave me a lot of information on the business launch. And so I looked and I saw that Organize You Now provides notary services. Now, what is a notary?
So a notary, we're actually appointed by the state. Very important job. So we're appointed by the state, and we are pretty much authorized to be a third party witness to signatures, on your most important documents. Could be um, wills. We can notarize wills, notarize power of attorney documents. So that's what a notary does.
Okay. So the notary is like the person that makes sure that who's signing is the person that is supposed to be signing. So if I sign my name, you make sure that I signed it and I am who I say I am, basically.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Well, how long has Organize You Now been providing the professional organizing services?
Oh, I would like to say I started back in 2012, which is about 8 years ago. And I'm very thankful to my friends. They know who they are. They allow me to come into their homes, organize basements, uh, kitchens, closets, and absolutely loved it.
Well, that sounds wonderful. Okay, now, does Organize You Now work with organizations or individuals or both, or what's the combination?
So mainly we work with individuals, and again, our focus being mature clientele. So we mainly work with individuals.
Okay. Now, how long does Organize You Now work with the clients?
Well, I'm a huge advocate for customer service. So for me, that customer service extends even beyond the end of the project. So um, upon project completion, we do monthly check-ins, quarterly check-ins, and yearly check-ins. We want to make sure that the service we provided still suits their needs. So they're clients for life.
Great. And I know that I kind of quickly went over the business launch, but I'm definitely going to have you back again so we can talk about that. So, what are the other projects that you working on?
In addition to Organize You Now, I am working on a gratitude journal because of course I'm grateful to be here. So working on a gratitude journal, and you'll be able to see more information about that on your website.
Okay, great. Is there anything else you would like us to know?
Support small businesses, subscribe, like, and share.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I really appreciate your time talking to us today. And I wish you many successes. And thank you again, Ms. Brown from Organize You Now.
Thank you for having me and have a good evening.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.